Hello, world. Welcome to Pardon the Politics Podcast, Season 3, Episode 2. I am your co-host, Jeezy, along with my partner and my brother in politics, Manny. My brother, how you doing today?
Man, I'm tired. Is this year over yet? Is it over yet? Are we almost done? A lot's been happening, and I just have to assume the year's almost over.
This is that roller coaster ride, and we haven't even got to the top yet. Like, the chains just started clinking. It's just started moving, bro. And I don't think we've reached the top quite yet. So,
no.
Buckle up, brother. Well, along on this chaotic ride that we are experiencing in this political landscape, we have the chairman of chaos, none other than our brother Chuck, back with us again. Chuck, what's going on, my brother?
Really?
The chairman.
The chairman. You said this like a roller coaster. I'm with you, but I'm gonna take it another ride. It's the what I guess you call it, the drop zone. And it's going up, and we can see all the foolishness off in the distance.
Bruh.
As we continue to rise and go higher and higher. The foolishness is on the horizon.
Look, I thought you was gonna say the grizzly bear kings. I mean, the last living wooden roller coaster.
You know, that used to be the Carolina. What was it at Carowinds? It was like the Carolina Cyclone. Carolina.
Yeah.
The old wooden roller coasters. Oh, and the Wayne's World joint. Oh,
yeah.
Let's see.
Memories.
Yeah, we done went down memory lane, boy.
Bruh. Well, to our listeners, welcome to another episode of Pardon the Politics. We are glad that you have decided to join us in what we can only describe as a pure hot mess that we are experiencing.
Accurate.
And I thought about something, but before we get into our first topic today, I had a thought. With all the chaos going on, with all the just mess that we're experiencing right now, I thought about something. We were a much better people.
Before we lost Harambe?
No, way before then, brother. When it took you more than one person to move a television. When it took you at least two people to move a TV.
You had to bend your knees.
Bro, you had to bend your knees, bro. You had to have proper form to move that box TV.
Sir.
It didn't have to be big either. It could have been a 19-inch.
Yes, sir. That fat back.
That sturdy base.
Bro, yes, sir. Hey, don't even talk about no floor model. You got to have at least 3 for them.
Oh,
right.
For an old floor model.
The floor model, you need a hand truck,
bruh,
a forklift, and 3 other individuals to stabilize it.
You got to schedule it.
Bruh,
that's a
yes.
Growing up, we had a floor model, and that thing broke. And that thing just sat there.
Oh, that was what I was just about to say, bro.
And it became a stand.
That's when we were proper people. When the floor model broke, it just turned into a TV stand. Grandma put some fabric over top of it, to give it a little color, threw the new TV on top of it, and that's how it rolled, bro. That's how we let it ride.
At least your folks put a fabric over top. Mine kept sitting there.
Right.
Yeah, we just kept it sitting. Now it got dusted. Now my grandma ain't let the dust settle on the screen and on the top of it. But yeah, we ain't put no fabric on it. Slap the TV on top of it.
We were proper people then, man, when you had to have the pliers to turn the TV, bro. And it had 4, 5, 9, 12.
And you had to have a wire antenna.
You had to wire antenna. The little aluminum foil.
Back when you didn't have to be ashamed to have rabbit ears on your TV. We were proper people, brother. Now we got all these Fire Sticks and Apple TV and
just
streaming, bro. Flat screen, all 4K, 8K, and all, bro.
TV mountain.
TV
on the wall.
If my grandma was living and came in my house and seen all these TVs mounted on this wall, she swear that I was dabbling in witchcraft, bro. TV supposed to be meant to be on the stand, on the floor.
Listen. Most importantly, when television went off.
Oh, bro.
TV went off.
By 1 a.m. and after the late shows went off.
Yes, sir.
You got the visual of the bald eagle flying across the screen with the flag, a couple of jets,
bro.
Some patriotic music, and then you got the lines.
That was it.
And the long beep. And it was off for the night.
Back when America told you it was time to go to bed.
Go sleep.
If you still up, it's time to go to sleep. We were proper people, bro.
As long as
we've lost our way.
As long as people were reminded, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are?
Do you know where your kids are?
That's a good question. I haven't seen little Bobby in at least 5 hours,
bro. I'm telling you, that's when we were proper people. Because obviously, it is quite clear now that we are not.
We've lost our way.
We've lost our way, brother. We are not as proper of people as we used to be.
But also, on top of that, there's too much happening. Jeez.
Too much.
Chuck, last week.
Just last week,
we took into custody, while this man was sleeping in his bed, a whole leader of another country. In the midnight hour, we grabbed him and left.
Mm-hmm.
Had this been 15 years ago, that would have been the top news story for at least the next 5 to 6 months.
Easy.
It's
72 hours?
It's been a week, and I don't even know if it is struggling to probably stay in the top 5 news stories nationally.
Maduro said, ain't nobody came to see about me. Ain't nobody called. Ain't nobody put no money on my books, my commissary load.
Listen, like, they don't let him get on social media to push his JPay.
Look. He ain't been able to call nobody on that tablet because it's hard to call. Look, the minutes don't last as long when you trying to call back over to Venezuela, bro.
I was about to say that international charge don't hit the same.
Bro, that's
NCI went out of business.
That's 98 cents every 30 seconds, man. By the time they pick up,
I just want to know if Nike's got him his money for the Nike Tech promo,
bro. At this point,
he don't go to Oregon. Phil Knight ain't gonna trick off on him.
Nah. Right, they might need to the way the Oregon look this past, bro.
They need a cartel hookup.
They need the cartel, bro. Get you a couple of them cartel boys on the line, maybe y'all can hold something. Because y'all clearly couldn't do nothing the way y'all look against Indiana. That was terrible.
They let Mendoza run roughshod all over.
Bro.
Oh, Mendoza.
Hey, the Mexican
Double
Tom Brady.
Don't even ask me how.
Bro. So
yeah, 72 hours, and it's not even it's struggling to stay in the top 5 news stories nationally, and that's sad and terrifying all at once.
I was just about to say that should tell you the level of just how crazy things have gotten now. With only at the time of this recording 11 days into the new year, where we go to is Minnesota, bro. I guess we'll start there.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Minnesota, first of all, and what we're going to talk about, I know we've talked about it in a previous episode about Minnesota, and we had mentioned about how Tim Walz had to step down from his reelection, and then the scandal that was going on with what was it, child care? I believe
child care fraud.
Child care fraud that was going on. That was now. That has now
shut down cash. Yeah, well, no, that shut down cash to child centers all across the U.S.
Well, I was speaking in terms of just even talking about it because it wasn't circulating in headlines, but that didn't last but a cool 48 hours. And we had chaos ensuing again. Now, as you know, there has been a very heavy presence to our listeners. There's been a very heavy presence in Minnesota and Minneapolis with ICE. And there was an incident that took place. And again, here we are being able to see on social media the extent of this situation. But on the 7th, there was a young lady that was shot and killed by ICE agents during a federal immigration enforcement operation in South Minneapolis. The fatal encounter occurred as federal agents were executing a major immigration operation within the city. Her name was Renee Nicole Good. She was a 37-year-old woman, a resident and mother of 3. And this circulated like wildfire, of course, because there has been a very heavy presence of protests going on, not just in the Minneapolis area, but I was driving around in Pitt County today in North Carolina, and there were major gatherings of people protesting ICE. So from just this incident, I want to kind of see where you guys are with how this just transpired, the response of ICE agents, Christy Nome, or cosplay Nome as we've always called her, even down to how Donald Trump has responded to this incident. What are your thoughts on this, gentleman?
I yield the floor to you, Manny.
Okay. I'm first. My heart goes to this woman and her family. I believe she has 3 children. So
yes, sir.
To know that their lives have been dramatically changed and altered because of all this is truly tragic. And it's a shame that we are now at this stage. Not only of the interactions between protesters and ICE, but just in general, as you look historically on the bend that the U.S. is currently go on historically, on this kind of Germany path as we have been compared to, but it's sad. For me, I found out via social media. Actually, no, I did not find out via social media. That was a lie. I found out via the group chat.
And shout out to the group chat, because the group chat be on it, bro. We be on it.
Own it.
And again, we've talked about this in previous episodes, but Twitter, X, y'all got to figure this out, because the first video that I saw was the video of her being shot, and it's bad.
Yeah,
it's bad. And to think that federally, no one's taken a moment to just say, all right, we've hit even in the day census, to say, we've now crossed that line. That we've now had an event that's crossed this line. Let's sit here and reevaluate. But the fact that they were able so quickly and almost instantaneously ready to paint this person as a domestic terrorist. Bro, now, I think were there some things they could have said? Hey, impeding federal employees' work, okay. Impeding law enforcement, okay. Domestic terrorism, like that. It felt as if they were moving off a playbook, not realizing the videos of what had actually happened were out there and people had seen them.
Well, I think that they also stated things like, the ICE agents aren't required to have their body cam on, the circulation of all these videos. I mean, she was painted as a domestic terrorist, not even less than 4 hours after the incident even happened.
Yes, it was very quickly. And to that point, Manny, about calling her a domestic terrorist, and like you said, it's as if they didn't even know these videos was out there. Yeah. I don't think they care.
Yeah, because
we've seen time and time again by this administration, there's plenty of their lives on camera and recalled and played back to them, and they give you another narrative to spin it, to talk it into the messaging that they want it to be. Like calling this woman a domestic terrorist and making her seem as equal as Tim McVeigh.
Right.
Yeah. Are you serious? Or the Olympic bomber. Are you serious? This ain't that, and that ain't this. So it definitely was a measure of their playbook to try to spin the narrative how they want to. Yeah. I'm going to try to talk about this and exclude my personal feelings, because on the personal side, I'm hot. I am hot because it's ridiculous. But to your point, another video of another individual being murdered. Let's call it what it is. Being murdered on camera, and it's spreading to never be deleted. Because as they always say, once it hits the internet, it's there forever.
Yeah, and this is something that her family has to consume.
Yes.
We don't know. I don't know the age of her children, but I assume maybe with her being of the age of 37, her children, she has at least some of her kids that will be of a minor age. This is something that's going to grow with them. They're going to be known for this. We've seen how the level that it went to with George Floyd's daughter. his young daughter, and how that
Yeah.
went and how that grew with her. And here we are in this same state having the same issue, and to have the administration just to my to what Chuck was saying, I felt like just blatantly didn't care. They just wanted to just paint that narrative. Let's cover it, bury it, paint her for who she is, and whatever else is out there is out there. They could have at least went to the preliminary and say, hey, look, we're doing an investigation. You know, we've contacted, you know, law enforcement. They've even went so far to shut out the local officials.
The local law enforcement.
Oh, well, there's a good reason for that. Because they're giving pushback. In Minnesota's Minneapolis mayor, the mayor gave a very strong rebuke to this. Dropped the F-bomb.
Yes, sir.
And said, get out.
Yep.
And furthermore, the chief of police was standing side by side with him in solidarity over this. So they definitely have double entendre. I was about to say iced out, but have pushed out local officials and local law enforcement because they are not in conjunction with the narrative that they want to push. But you know what's very peculiar to me? There's video of, but it's not spread about, of someone who was shot and killed. Ashley Babbitt. You don't see that video. And quite frankly, she was a domestic terrorist.
Yeah, she was.
But she gets praised and championed and revered by those
the hypocrisy,
who are spreading this message, and that further cements my notion that they don't care.
Nope.
And the destruction of federal property.
Destruction
on film.
And ignored a sound and lawful order to stop.
I just think that, you know, the police chief, and I applaud him for his stance, because while his stance wasn't as bold or resounding as the mayor was, his definitely came from a professional spotlight of, from, I don't have all the details, but just from my experience and my knowledge of how we handle situations, this wasn't handled accurately. And I'm gonna say, I'm not in law enforcement. We're not
experts,
but I have watched enough videos of of cops.
Oh, cops.
I am a connoisseur of cops. I grew up watching it in the early '90s, so I got a little knowledge.
Like we were talking about on the floor TV. Model.
Yes, on the floor model. I don't watch enough floor model cop episodes to know that when a vehicle, and that's another thing. They painted it. If you didn't see the video, the way that they painted it, like this woman tried to plow through law enforcement with her vehicle. And that was not the case. Now, I've seen enough cops videos to know that once the vehicle starts moving, most law enforcement that I have seen in videos, they get out of the way. They get out of the way, but it wasn't even, she backed up. And I got to say, Chuck, she might have, and y'all might attest to it, this car couldn't have been moving no more than 5 miles, less than 10 miles an hour, if that.
If it was definitely less than 10 miles per hour. Honestly, she hadn't even accelerated.
No, she hadn't.
She hadn't accelerated. She was backing up, and as she was backing up, in the videos that you see, he was already moving.
He's already reacting as if this is already escalated.
And
for the individual, I think, Chuck, you might have details on this. He was already in a prior incident, correct?
Yes. So let's give the full context of it. So she was in her vehicle, and there was another truck that was coming down the street. She was horizontal in the street, essentially blocking the traffic. An ICE agent got out, yelling, telling her to move. There's words back and forth, not just between her, but all the people that are around. He gets out and tells her to get out the car. At this point, she's like, nah, I'm out. And she's backing up, and they're yelling at her, and he goes to grab on her door as she's backing up. She puts the car in drive and turns the wheel. You see the wheel turn, you see the vehicle turn, and as she's pressing the gas to move forward, This officer, and I'm not even going to give them the dignity of calling his name, lets off, I want to say it was like 3 shots.
Yeah.
Three rounds.
2 to 3 shots. Oh, okay.
Yes. And hitting her in the head. I don't know how many rounds hit her in the head, but she got hit in the head, killing her. The acceleration came after she was dead.
Yep.
Because
I think she ran into a car, right?
The car ran into another car.
She got hit, and then the car just rolled forward for about 40 feet.
Yeah. And so in this, all the angles, they were all a bunch of speculation. And then there was a video that came out, and I don't know if these people released this video thinking it was going to help his cause or help his argument, but it came from the ICE agent's cell phone. And a couple of things, he walked in front of the vehicle twice. Not once, but twice in the front of it. So the whole narrative of I felt my life was in danger. If you felt your life was in danger, you're not going to put yourself in that position again. Secondly, to what Jeezy was asking, yes, there are reports that this officer, ICE agent, had previously been in an incident where he was hit and dragged for several feet.
It's like 50, 60 yards.
Yeah, 50, 60 yards. And I'm sure that's traumatizing to him. And to that, I say,
don't get in front of cars.
Definitely don't get in front of cars. Don't put yourself in a position. That's number 1. Number 2.
If you're scary,
was he ready to be back in the field?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There's a whole mental health aspect around this as well.
A whole different one.
Because to me, that makes sense that the legitimacy of how ICE is carrying out these operation again comes into question, because what's the policy? What's the procedure? If in most cases,
well, they are to answer that question, and I looking this up because one of my cousins was posting some foolishness on Facebook.
And it's always Facebook, bro. It's always Facebook.
It's always Facebook. And I started to engage. I started to. And then the betterment of me said no, because stupid is as stupid does.
Hey, bro.
But I looked up to confirm an ICE policy and procedure, for the lack of a more specific term, or standard operating procedures, is foundationally based off the Constitution, number 1. Number 2, there are guidelines set by the Department of Homeland Security. So that's the foundation of their guidance. And in this, it's pretty standard guidelines of how they should operate. But he didn't operate under this notion. But also, this administration is not requiring them to operate in this fashion. We were talking about it pre-pod, and the amount of time that's required for their training has been reduced. I think
Manny, it is currently 47 days.
47 days.
And to think about 47 days to completely train a officer of some type.
And some of these folks are rolling off the couch, not getting up, literally rolling off the couch, because you're offering $50,000 bonus, and some of them waiving their student loans. Seeing the report, they released their numbers. ICE has 120% increase in agents from their recent recruitment. I think they had 12,000 new ICE agents. Nobody in the country, and let me say this, and I'm going to get close to the microphone so I can give you the emphasis. Nobody in the country is hiring at 120% clip.
No one.
Nobody.
When you said something that just struck something that I wanted to look up, and I went to our friends over at Google, and just wanted to know how long was just basic law enforcement training.
Oh man,
it's at least 6 months. It's got to be.
Yes, it runs 20 to 26 weeks, about 5 to 6 months for a full academy, including around 800 to over 1,000 hours of intensive training and instruction covering firearms, tactics, law, physical fitness, and a culmination of state certification exam. How are these ICE agents doing what, a quarter of this?
Right.
And
47 days is insane, bro.
that is nuts. And you want them to go in and operations? Like, I'm not talking about like they just walking around. Like, you got them literally a part of these mass deportation operations, and you think that something's not going to happen? You think that you're not going to have any hiccups? And then your response to it, since you have such a trash structure of how you're running this thing, is the just cover up all of it. Everybody that if somebody gets shot, it's them. They're domestic terrorists. If something goes wrong, it's not on the agent. It's on the people that are going in, because we've painted this picture that the people we're going after are these horrible, terrible people that are committing so many crimes and all this all these things, so that when we go and we paint the narrative, is more palatable, because we've painted that we're dealing with these terrible people.
Yep.
You're spot on, brother.
When you remove the humanity from something, your range of options and how you deal with that person increases for the poor, the lesser. Things tend to not get better when you dehumanize something, except when you're talking about dogs in America.
I was about to say. And apparently, I thought,
except.
I thought that in the society we lived in, I thought that I hate to say it, but I thought white women were safe. Apparently,
straight white women are safe.
You got to be the right type of white. And I thought I'd never say that in America.
It's sad. It's very sad.
It is. And the even sadder part about this is she ain't the first one.
No.
She ain't the first one to be shot.
Last.
It won't be the last.
But to the point we were just on, 47 days of training to be able to handle. I'm looking at the timeline of how this situation came together, and at 8:18, the ICE agent is around the SUV. At 8:22, they've declared Miss Good dead.
Whoa.
Sheesh.
So So according to what I found, 8:18 is those commands to get out the car.
Yeah,
happen.
And he's not even the one who shot her.
Right. 8:19 shots are fired.
Wow.
So we're talking about something that is escalated. And to your point, Chuck, to have come from some of these people coming off the couch into this role, and let's show some empathy to law enforcement. If you have had getting caught and drugged 50 yards by a car while you're doing your law enforcement job, I'm almost certain it is a traumatic experience.
Yes.
Are you ready to be back in the field? And is 47 days long enough to identify that this person has something going on that probably makes them unfit for the field?
Well, the way that they identified this gentleman, they made it seem like that he was very highly trained and very knowledgeable. But with you saying the 47 days, are we talking about an agent that has been with ICE, or are we talking about an agent that was one of the ones that got up off the couch?
But if you see how the administration responded, there is no option but to respond that this officer is top of class.
Yeah.
Like, even if they are the bottom of the bottom, because you have painted Good as a domestic terrorist, you have no option but to paint the agent as top of class. There has to be this discrepancy for you to be able to build the narrative that you want to build.
Yeah, I agree. And I think one point that you made back, Manny, about the humanitarian part of it and us losing that. They even talked about calling her, the domestic terrorist and charging her to the full extent. And I was like, bro, she's dead. like y'all are dragging this lady with minimum details in less than 4 hours of it happening. And this is where we're at. And from what they said from the video, I mean, they didn't even offer her any type of aid, if I'm not mistaken. Like, there was a physician that was on site, like, hey, I'm a doctor, I can help. They were and like, no, we got our own people. And the lady was yelling, like, ain't nobody here. There ain't no paramedics, or no, you ain't called nobody. Like, ain't nobody here. And bam, they just let her die. And I think they had video where you seen the officer that shot her walking or off. He called her some, I believe he called her some names. Was that after or before he shot her?
It was right after.
Okay, literally, right after he shot her.
Pow, pow.
And then they said an SUV pulled up, got him, and dipped out. And that was the end of it.
So I have some background information. Again, okay. I'm not going to mention this guy's name. But he has served as a deportation officer with ICE since 2015, records show. Okay. He is he's former military and a border agent. He was deployed to Iraq from 2004 to 2005 with the Indiana National Guard, and he was Border Patrol in 2007 near El Paso, Texas, and he worked there until 2015, serving as a field intelligence agent, gathering and analyzing information on cartels and drug and human smuggling. Oh, yeah, that's why he's Trump's best friend. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden. But to speak to, it was last summer, just last summer, where he was dragged by a fleeing suspect who he had shot with a stun gun. And it says that he was seriously injured last summer from this. So, and that was, it was just this past June. This past June. So it wasn't, he was back out there not even 6 months later.
Yeah.
6 months later.
With all that you've done since what, 2007, you once that serious injury came, you ain't just want to go home. You want to take your ball and go home.
But like, to a degree, I can't fully blame him. Like, you offering me $50K to come sign up.
Well, no, he already was already on board before the bump. Yeah, so he ain't even getting the $50K.
He is a what I would call a professional individual of law enforcement.
Yeah. Career law enforcement.
Career law enforcement. Yeah. To move through the different channels, in the different avenues. He is career law enforcement. But I don't know him, and so I'm not going to disparagingly discuss him as a person or the motives. Now, his actions and his words following said event can paint a picture. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to speak about the facts. You just got drugged and seriously injured, or dragged and seriously injured last June. It is now January 7th, and you're in the field in a hostile environment, under hostile situations, under extreme stress.
7 months.
If that, because, I mean, roughly 7 months afterwards. But how long was recovery? What was part of the process to allow you to be back in the field, besides the doctor giving you clearance?
Yeah.
Like, these are questions that we need answers to. This is an area of scrutiny to speak to, like you said earlier, your mental health, your mental capacity, your mental capability to be out there. Could this be PTSD? Without question.
Yeah.
Without question.
Well, I think we talked about it right before we started. There was somebody on YouTube that broke down how he was already reaching for his gun as the car was going in the opposite direction.
In reverse.
Of him.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, those things are real. And I had several friends who served in Iraq, and several of them have had PTSD issues and certain moments can stir certain things out of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's realistic. But again, the question is on the administration.
Yeah.
The question is on the organization of just pumping these people back out on the street in these hostile. And I say it's hostile because they're coming in with the mindset already that the world is against us and it's a war zone. Yep. And that's the messaging that this administration is pumping.
Yep.
And that's the messaging that I'm sure that is being pumped, essentially kind of like Hydra. Yeah. We can take it to Marvel. It's very similar to Hydra and the Hydra messaging. Yeah. So you're conditioned and you're in this mindset. And quite honestly, the administration has given these guys any form of pushback or ill repute for any of their actions.
They put the battery in their back.
You battery all the way in their back, and hey, just go out there and snatch some folks up, and you good with us.
Yep. As long as you can go snatch some folks up, that's all that matters. And, even down to, this definitely showed and exposed, if it was not already so, that there is no accountability. There is no oversight for the actions of these individuals. Even Kristi Noem went as far as to say that, I think she said she's sending in more. I can't remember what the number was, but she was like, yeah, we already sending in some more. So where's the rest going to happen in this?
Here's a thought that I have.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Yes. First of the episode.
First one.
What you got, brother?
There was this little manuscript, playbook, whatever you want to call it, called Project 2025.
Oh,
I've never heard about that. Tell me more.
So, in this manuscript playbook of sorts, there's many different aspects that this group, this organization, these individuals want to do. Well, they said make America first or put America first. As we see, their actions are not that. But there's been different instances to try to invoke civil unrest amongst American people. At first, you had the brazen lockups and actions upon Americans by ICE agents and coming down from helicopters like paramilitary, running up in different homes and places, zip tying children who are sitting outside in the cold in their underwear, and there was no violent level of civil unrest. Then you had this god-awful birthday celebration of a parade that very much resembled a dictator flaunting his military. And you got what we call the No Kings Parade. They call it a protest. But again, this wasn't violent, reactionary measures. So to that same regard, now we got to do something to really trigger the violence. And now they tried to paint the shooting in Maryland where the 2 guardsmen got killed as a protest against Trump, although it's come out that guy was a CIA asset at one point. Now we're killing Americans. We're shooting Americans because, as Jeezy said, she wasn't the first one.
There were people who won't be the last.
Well, there was somebody shot after her.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
2 individuals, I think.
2 individuals. There was one individual shot by an off-duty ICE agent in California on New Year's Eve. But then you had 2 other individuals in Portland who were shot by ICE agents. Regardless of what was going on, they were shot.
Yep.
And as we move forward, who would be next? What's the next situation to invoke martial law? Because then at that point, we have the level of control that we want.
Okay.
Trump has already shown that he doesn't care anything about the Constitution.
Mm-hmm. Don't care about Congress.
Congress. Well, there's no need to care about Congress because they're cowards. They don't give any pushback.
Yep.
I have the Supreme Court essentially in my hand. I mean, even though recently, recently they gave him some pushback on some things that he wanted to do, but overall, he's pretty much had his way with the Supreme Court. So why would I care? I mean, it's this is I think the extreme end of a play in their manuscript to try to further gain control and snatch away any civil liberties from the American people.
The one thing that I think is going to get real interesting over the next, I would say, week, because at this rate, that's as much time as we have left to think about this before something else happens.
2 days.
Is what jurisdiction do states have over situations that happen in their states? So to be able to do investigations into these things, right now the FBI and federal agents are holding all the evidence, and obviously the state of Minnesota wants to do its own investigation into what happened. So shouldn't they be entitled to that same evidence? So I think that is something that we're going to see escalate almost immediately to inside the courts, to watch how that plays out. Then again, ultimately, how does this ultimately play out? Does ICE change its tactics at this point?
I don't think so. With the battery in their back, and I believe what recruitment is to what now? It's
120%.
120%.
Boom.
And I think in that number is telling, because you're about to put even more unqualified people out on the streets. You hear Christy Gnomes deploying more people to an already hostile, and I don't mean hostile by just the people they're trying to go get. It's hostile. The tension is high because of how ICE is going in and operating within these cities in Minnesota. The tension is high, and you're adding more people who are unqualified to handle hostile, tense situation. This used to be what law enforcement or anyone within that realm, you could at least count that they were educated and trained well enough to de-escalating is like a foreign word now.
Affordability.
Here's what I'm most terrified of. This is probably like the worst escalation path that I could see this going down, is eventually, because you saw Tim Walz and people call in the Minnesota National Guard.
Yeah.
If things keep escalating at this standpoint, we could legitimately see a standoff where it's ICE agents looking down the barrel of their guns at National Guard.
Bruh.
And then what happens?
But to that point, you heard what the Philadelphia police chief said.
Oh, bro,
we want that smoke.
We want that smoke.
we want that smoke.
Bruh, no, this is not good. This is not good, bro.
No, she said, you don't want this smoke because we will bring it to you.
Bruh.
Hot and ready.
Bruh.
Like a little Caesar.
Like I'm about to say, like little Caesar. This is not heading in the right direction whatsoever. And it seems that the people that are in charge in leading these operations and supplying the power that this administration is giving the department and these individuals, they're not doing anything to de-escalate these situations. So I can only imagine that it will get worse. And
I
that's
mean, it's not like we have, a major event taking place this year that would historically divide us. Or
Bro, I feel like everything divided. But there's so much division going on. I feel like everybody just going to at some point just be neutral.
Right.
Shoot, you talking about what's going on this summer. In light of everything that's going on, the Winter Olympics about to pop off in Italy.
Look, our moments of like unity are getting ready. Look, we got the whole World Cup.
We ain't gonna be able to enjoy the World Cup, bro.
No. No.
We have always for our listeners that don't know, for the group, for the league, we thoroughly enjoy the World Cup. We thoroughly enjoy it.
Yes.
And I was excited because I'm like, yo, this is going to be the time that it's coming. You know, it's coming to America. It's going to be here. You know, we'll be in Canada, America, and Mexico, North America. And I was like, yo, this is dope. This is going to be an exciting time. I am not looking forward to the World Cup at all.
No.
They come in here. There are going to be so many people here. So many different countries here, and the stability and just the condition of our nation at this rate and trajectory that we're on.
Bro, we ain't cleaned the house. We got
house ain't clean. Dishes in the sink.
We ain't got enough food.
Well, I'm gonna be a contrarian. I'm ready for the World Cup because I want to see Spain. They come into Atlanta.
Look,
and they come into Atlanta and South Africa. I'm ready.
Look,
I'm ready.
That's the only hope.
I agree with you, but I'm ready.
That's the only hope because I'm like, bro, Spain, my team, man. I got to see my boys, man. But the way that things looking, I don't know, man. Because look, my name, you know what my first name is. I don't want to get misidentified.
Well, here's the plan. Here's my passport will be on person at all times.
Facts. Bro, I'm about to have everything. I'm about to carry everything. I got birth certificate. I got
a real ID.
Bro, yup, about to get that real luck. You ain't gonna do me like Obama. I got the ID. I got the birth certificate. I got everything.
Look, they make the passport wallets that you wear under your shirt on your chest.
Oh yeah,
I'm about to be walking around like I'm an ICE agent. I got mine.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get the little shoulder strap with the pouch in the front.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got to get my credentials because y'all acting a little unruly, bro. This is getting out of hand, and I got a feeling that it's only gonna get worse at this point. So,
it's the second week in January,
I know, bro.
So it'll be fine.
It ain't even got hot out, bro. It ain't even got hot outside.
Not even hot out.
I don't know where you at.
It was 79.
Bro, it was 70. It was 70 plus.
I knew.
January.
I keep telling y'all this. How there are certain things I'm starting to realize, bro. How I know we ain't the proper people no more. It is January, and it was a little warm out yesterday.
I had shorts on.
Oh, well, you know I'm gonna do shorts regardless. But I seen a homie. I was at Publix to go pick up something, and I heard a lot of ruckus going on, a lot of loud music in it. And the older I'm getting, I don't like all that loudness. You know what I mean?
Loud noise.
I feel like my granddad, all that noise. I can't stand all that noise. And what I come around the corner seeing. One of them souped up go-karts with one of the old men playing the songs on it. I said, bro, it's January. These ain't supposed to be out till like July.
You talking about a slingshot?
Put away.
Yeah, the slingshot. Homie had a slingshot out yesterday. I said, bro, it's the first 70-degree day. It ain't even supposed to be this hot outside. He done pulled it out of the garage, bro.
I do have a question.
Frankie Beverly and Maze, bro. And they're not other. I'm sitting here, bro. I'm embarrassed because, of course, you know what he looked like. Like, bro, come on, bro.
At what age is it socially acceptable for me to, go rent a slingshot for a weekend?
Oh, I plan on getting one this year.
I don't know, bro.
I'm thinking as soon as my 40th birthday, I'm in my
40s. I'm about to be mid 40s. I'm about to be 44.
Maybe that's why I ain't got there yet, bro. I ain't got there. I'm 38, bro. So I'm like, I ain't got there to accept them yet. But it ain't that I don't like them. It's just when the people that got them be annoying with them. Like,
but see, I understand why they gotta play the music loud. Just no different than a motorcycle. Those guys.
I don't like that either.
I know, but when you riding, you can't hear it.
You can't hear it,
bro. You can't hear it. You can't hear your music.
Man, when you riding through the parking lot of Publix, you ain't riding that fast, but you can't hear that music. Homie had got 2 blocks up the road, and I still hear the Frankie Beverly. Like, bro, no, turn that down. Or is it that you get to a certain age that hearing start declining, and that's why I get that loud? Maybe there's a correlation. But bro, I like them, but I haven't come to terms of renting one. But I wouldn't mind if I did. I'd have to take it on like the highway or the back roads. I can't be driving around the city with it.
I've embraced my season years. I don't know if I told it here, but I got called an unk.
Oh,
in public, not by my kids. I I'm used to it. My kid, especially my son. My son will hit me with unk all day long. All right, unk. I see you, unk. Whatever, unk this, unk that. So my son had a wrestling match in another Metro Atlanta, and I'm stopping at the gas station. Need to get some gas after the match. I'm coming out of the QT, and as I'm coming out of the QT, the young dude said, "Nah, unk, come on, you good?" And telling me to come out the door. He was gonna wait for me to come out before he went in. So then I was like, "All right, appreciate it." And then before he goes in, he said, "Hey, unk, you smoke?" I said, and for me, it what really did it was I left straight from work to go to the wrestling match. So I had my khakis, my button up, tucked in with my loafers.
Yeah.
And when I told my family I got called to unk, of course my son cracks up laughing.
Oh yeah.
But
had it not been for the unk fit, you might have got away with it. But you had the unk fit on.
Yeah, I had the unk fit on for sure.
Bruh. I don't know, man. I might have to revisit the slingshot, bro. But at any rate, it's not that warm out. So if to our listeners, don't bring the slingshot out too early, bro. Wait till the season. Wait till you get like a good 5 days of consistent good weather, because you might be jinxing it. It might be, bro. I'm gonna start treating the slingshot like the groundhog, bro. If I see one, that mean that winter gonna last a little longer. It came out too early. But at any rate, man. Bruh, at any rate, with this ICE thing, we'll see what happens. From what it seems, they're trying to do their best to sweep this under the rug and just let's get past it. Let's get over it, and let's get back out there and start grabbing people. And the people of Minneapolis and the Minnesota area are not having it. They are hot. They are pissed. They're letting it be known. And I've never seen so many just Minnesota. I ain't never seen so many white people mad.
I mean, it's also Minnesota.
I've never been.
Demographics, but like, why does everything keep happening in Minnesota,
bruh? There got to be something there, bro.
That we need to invest.
That's a good question. It's a good question.
Maybe all the fraud got everybody upset.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be.
Minnesota might be. We might have to go visit Minnesota just for a day, just to see what's going on in Minnesota.
What's got y'all in a tizzy?
I don't know much about Minnesota except for the Vikings.
But before we leave this topic, I'll denote shout out to Tim Waltz getting the assist, and your block just got a little bit cooler but hotter at the same time.
Hey, Tim wiped that forehead. Said, "Hey, bro,
deal with this later."
Hey, we'll table this to next meeting. Well, as far as I guess that'll be our segue into our next event, next topic to talk about. There was somebody else sitting at a big grand table talking stupid and silly this past week, and that was none other than the man Donnie T. Donnie T got on his talk. He had I believe it was a meeting he had with all the execs, oil execs.
Yeah,
and he spoke, and this will be our Venezuela update. And I guess Greenland has now been added to the chat.
Look! I told y'all last week that Greenland was where we needed to be looking.
Hey, bro, Donnie said some stuff sitting at that table. I might be moving to Greenland just so I can get that check and come on back home.
Do we have one question in regards to that? What does our citizenship have to be? Because if I need to have a Dutch citizenship for that $100K, sign me up.
Sign me up.
Sign me up. Because the Dutch also have other territories that I could benefit from having that Dutch citizenship, and I can spend my $100K and enjoy some Dutch privileges.
Right. Let us know, Donnie T. If you want to contact the pod and let the boys know exactly what you mean by that $100K and what kind of status we got to have to get that $100K, because since we can't get as African Americans, we can't get our reparations to get our 40 acres and a mule. I'll move to Greenland to get it.
I'll take $100K.
I'll take $100K in the backyard,
bruh. I'll take it. Look, it won't. That's the way I got to get it. Hey, I ain't opposed to it. We can go take a tour, do a couple of episodes in Greenland, and come on back home, and we'll do what we got to do with our 100K here in America. And for all you other African Americans who ain't willing to do it, I'm sorry for you.
I'll take yours.
I'll take yours. But Donnie T got up and talked. Well, he got him looked out the window. I don't know if y'all see.
Boy, that he's like, hold on. I need to go look at my ballroom.
I need to go look at it.
Donnie was in the middle of talking and said, wait a minute, let me go look at my ballroom. Bruh.
I love that from the standpoint of Donnie was like, this thing ain't paid for yet. Yeah. Y'all got money. We still taking donors. How about y'all come donate?
You don't see the vision. Bruh, you don't see the vision.
Bruh, he said he saw a fundraiser opportunity. He said, let me hold on while I got y'all in this room. Let me tell y'all about this little space I got over here. Homie turned his back and looked out the window, and I was like, yep. My grandmother, bless her soul, God rest her soul. My grandmother suffered from dementia. And when I seen Donnie T turn his back and look at it out that window, it reminded me of my grandma. My grandma had a big window in her living room, and she would often sometimes just walk to the window and just look out of it. And then she'd say a few things that I couldn't understand, that didn't make sense, and then she'd walk and sit back down. I said, that is exactly what Donnie T just did. What is he talking about?
Look, I've only done that sit and glance maybe a handful of times. Last time I did that is after I bought this house and went out in the backyard and was like, yes. I own this land.
Donnie looked like he went out there to go see how that sod was growing.
He's like, we got
Donnie said, this door right here, it leads to the ballroom.
And the fact that you can see that there ain't nothing out there.
Nothing.
Hopes and dreams.
Bro, between that, and I know we'll get to Venezuela and Greenland, bro. Between that and Marco Rubio handing him that napkin. That note on that napkin, bro.
But at this point, nah, that's on Marco.
It is on Marco. It's definitely on Marco.
But see, Marco hesitated at first.
He did.
He hesitated. He was like, I really don't want to hand him this, but I'm trying to, get back to him.
I'm trying to get the point off.
Yeah.
Pause.
Trump read it. Trump stopped in the middle of what he was saying and said, hey, Marco handed me a note. Marco face said, all right. Come on, man.
Because at this point, I would just start writing notes to Trump in the middle of meetings, verbatim what I just want him to say.
Just write notes.
Just hand a paper. So John from Chevron has a question.
Manny. The look on Marco's face was the funniest part of all of that.
Bro,
he was like, why you say that?
Bro, I mean, he turned pale and everything. Whole expression just dropped, like, bro. But he should have picked Manny point. He should have known.
And then the executive was like, huh? I ain't got nothing to say. Why you calling on me? I ain't got nothing to say.
I ain't got a peep.
And then Stephen Miller tried to save it, and it's like, bro, just shut up.
Well, of course, Go ahead, brother.
No, I'm saying all this to find out that ain't none of them want to be in Venezuela at all.
At all.
None of them. Uninvestable. There's nothing to know.
It's a waste of our time.
There's a reason only Chevron's there.
But then, I can't remember what company it was. Trump was talking about asking why they left Venezuela. And he brought up the point where your 2019 tariffs caused us to have to leave up out of there.
Yeah.
That was you, buddy. That was you.
The administration that was in office at some point from 2017 to 2020.
Who, me?
That administration.
Who was that? Gosh darn you, Obama. Biden.
Sleepy Joe.
Them Democrats.
Them Democrats.
Oh, 2020, that's definitely Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
But, you did all this for Venezuela, and so what's the play now? If they don't seem interested.
But what did he do? He didn't get them nothing, like no commitments, no one's gun ho, like.
And I think it's the way that he painted it, because he did this whole thing. There was something I have, some of the quotes that he had.
The way he painted it, or the reality of the actual situation?
Well,
Come see, come say.
Yeah. You read Bible. he said it was total. It was a couple of the things he said: total safety, guaranteed security, hundreds of billions in oil potential. Words that I think Trump can talk to maybe some people that are puppets for him, and they'll bite on it. But these oil execs, they like, nah, bro, this ain't our first rodeo. We ain't.
we got people on the ground. We know what's happening.
We know what's going on. We know the deal. And to me, I guess it seemed like it fell on deaf ears. Maybe that's why he went to the ballroom.
No, it won't deaf ears. They won't listen from the beginning. They came into this meeting knowing we just showing up as a professional courtesy because this is a waste of our time.
We don't want an enemy here, so we're going to go sit in this room. But we're about to have about 30. This is what's about to happen. We're about to have 30 oil startups head into Venezuela
to
go pump this oil. To go
bankrupt.
And then the three that survive all three will be absorbed by Chevron, BP, and Exxon.
Let them do dirty work.
Is going to play. I'm like, oh, okay, y'all figured this out.
Y'all figured it out and survived? Okay, we got you now.
It's so messy. No one knows what's going on. Everyone's guessing. And I guess, how do you fight your enemy? Never let them know your next step. I guess that's a whole lot easier when you yourself don't know what the next step is going to be.
That's wild.
It was crazier. Just outside of the oil situation, the whole diplomatic nature of this clandestine operation. Mm-hmm. The vice president is talking trash. Essentially saying, hey, we not rocking with y'all. We still rock with Maduro. And I saw a report that the U.S. is telling the citizens to get out of Venezuela if you're there, because there are militias there setting up roadblocks to try to capture Americans. Bro, you made the block hot and then disappeared.
Super hot.
Bro, crazy hot. In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night. In the heat of the night.
Bro, imagine being an American in Venezuela. That popped off and you woke up in the morning and now the block is hot on you. You like, bro, can y'all not give us a warning?
Bro. But I think the vice president, the current acting president.
Interim, yeah.
She's got to talk like that. Behind the scenes, probably doing something else. But then from the other side, the one thing that happened this week that I was just like, oh, this is not a good look, is the the Nobel Prize winner.
Oh, Lord.
Her fawning over Trump. Oh, I want to give him my Nobel Peace Prize. We can it's not a
has some dignity.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And you want to run this country, but you're like, it's not a good look.
Yeah, she has not been seen in the best of lights as things start to come around. Hit that beautiful bean footage.
Keep it ready. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
So, this wonderful opposition leader is not as wonderful as people make her out to be after getting this Nobel Peace Prize. Not only has she aligned herself in an ill fashion with Trump, but there are reports, rumors, conspiracies, whatever you want to call them, that she is really not for the people. She's for them dollars in her pockets.
Which would, that puts her in alignment with...
Yeah, it puts her in alignment. Furthermore, Manny, to your point about the vice president, interim president, talking tough, there's also conspiracy theories that she's just a mouthpiece. And the true person who is calling shots is the Minister of Defense.
I heard that because the other thing that I've heard, I wasn't even prepped for this.
Hey. I like this. Let's go.
There's another rumor floating around out there is that the Secretary of Defense or the Minister of Defense offered up Maduro.
Yes.
Bruh, I heard that. I heard that.
Because why? Normally, there's like
that's why they won't move him.
Head, yes. But then I saw another one. You got to play it again, but I saw another.
No. We got to do it. We got to do it right. We got to do it right. Hat trick.
Yes, sir. So I saw another rumor that not only did he essentially offer him up, but there were Cuban soldiers.
Yeah, it was all Cuban bodyguards.
Yes, it was Cuban bodyguards. They took their Venezuelan guys away.
He said, "Oh no, oh no, not my people,
not
my people."
And they have he has a Russian bunker that is nuclear grade that can survive a nuclear attack that he should have been set up in and housed in, and they did not have him there.
That shit, I would have figured he would have been feet away from it.
Yes.
Yep.
But no. Boy, this is some good stuff.
Well, geez. So I have a new theory about this entire thing. And you brought it up a little bit earlier when we were talking about the military parade. So there is this alleged report that's floating around social media coming out of Venezuela. One of the people that was allegedly in the firefight and was like, yo, the Americans came over here and they had all the guns. We didn't know what to do. I
saw what you're talking about.
He said they were shooting what seemed to be like each person was shooting 300 rounds a minute. Yeah. They are technologically advanced. I never want to deal with this ever again. To the point, it sounds like in other Latin American countries, as this report is going around, that people are like, oh, well, maybe we don't want this smoke. My new theory is that some of this is Trump's backlash from the military parade. Like, oh, y'all want us to joke? Oh, y'all think we really not like this? Oh, we really like this.
We just terrible at planning parades.
We don't do parades. That's not our thing. Oh, but
we don't stand in
lines.
Yeah, but we don't practice well. But when it comes game time, we gonna show up.
This.
I think I saw that same thing floating around. They were talking about the drones shooting off sonic sonic waves to disrupt the individuals, and it's some interesting stuff out there.
They were saying that people were bleeding out of their nose and mouth and throwing.
Bruh, they went in there like, what kind of Wakandans did we send in Venezuela? What kind of Wakanda vibranium ticks?
Yep, on the rhino.
But that's how it literally sounded like. Guys, last Black Panther.
Black Panther 2?
Yeah, no.
The one with the Mexican fish?
Yes, there we go.
Oh, yeah. Okaku Khan.
That's how we made it sound. Like they just rolled up and they were just like, there's nothing we could do. You throw bombs of water. We not prepared for that. What am I supposed to do with that? I'm on land. I'm breathing the water. You throwing a bomb of water. What did I do with that?
That's crazy.
Shook. We bad at parades.
We're terrible at parades, but at military might, we are amazing.
Yes, sir.
As such,
what did Cat Williams said? Put us on that line, boy. See how we act.
Maybe. Go ahead, Chuck.
I was going to say, just speaking to our military might, I was going to roll back to Greenland.
Yep.
And part of another... we won't play that beautiful bean footage on this one. This is more. These are actual reports that our Space Force installation. It used to be an Air Force installation, but now that we have the Space Force. It is a Space Force installation called Bitterfolk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's how it's pronounced.
Look, I can't pronounce it no better.
It's spelled with a P, but I looked up how to say it, and everybody I heard saying it was saying it with like a B instead of the P, and that could be the Dutch thing about it. But this came about from 1950 with the whole NATO defense agreement and the Dutch and the U.S. But this is the installation that is heavily in regards to our missile defense system.
Yeah.
And so that's one aspect of it. But another aspect is the trade routes that could be done in the Arctic. And there is reports that the Chinese have a ice-breaking big ship floating around up in that area. And them boys in D.C., and well, I say D.C., but they're more in Mar-a-Lago than D.C. It's like, hold on. Nah, let's throw some money at the Dutch. I mean, at these folks in Greenland. Because it's, only 50,000 people there?
Yeah. It ain't many because I think most
I
of
think
them
it's
live
like
on the shore.
I think it's like 500,000.
Yeah, it ain't.
I'll look it up.
It ain't a whole lot. But needless to say, they don't want us to flex our military muscle. It's only 600 folks at that base. 600.
Yeah. Well, and nobody has been more.
It used to be a lot more, and I think from what I read after the Cold War, they scaled down the amount of people that were there. What's the thing? It's only 600 people there. And
actually, population is 56 to 57,000 people.
That's what I read.
Yeah.
50-something thousand people in Greenland. That's why Donnie throwing that 100K around.
Yeah, that 100K don't sound that crazy when you look at that many people.
They have a comparable size of Sierra Vista, Arizona.
Yeah, my hometown of Fayetteville, North Carolina, bigger than
right
than that population. But the thought that nobody has even tried to press the issue on that installation further talks to our military might, and I can't even imagine what they would look to do to add to that area if they were to go and take it over.
But to that point, Chuck, my understanding is there's nothing precluding us from expanding that base. Like, my understanding is based how that agreement is written up. If we wanted to we can do that.
Yeah, you're right. But maybe they want to do more than just that base.
Yeah.
Donnie T said we got to own it. We got to own Greenland. He said we don't. He said leasing don't work, man. He said, look, you can't when you lease something, you really ain't got control.
You gotta watch your mileage.
Yeah, he said we ain't in the business of leasing. He said we need to own, so we got control. And I don't think this Greenland thing is going away because he's very adamant that if we don't own it, you have the forces of China and Russia that will. And of course, the Dutch and Greenland are saying, "Bro, we not owned by nobody." Not them.
The Dutch on the way out.
Yeah,
they got a standing agreement to leave Greenland alone.
Well, and then my understanding is that Greenland is independent, and part of what they get from Denmark every year is like $500 million or something like that. And I'm from a very cocky American standpoint. Greenland, if all you're getting is $500 million from Denmark, that's called a rounding error in the U.S. Like we'll give you a Billy.
That's called a Pentagon audit. That's what
right.
Yep.
Like,
that's definitely a Pentagon audit.
Just take that off. Just
y'all might as well just come on over to us, man.
Like
we give you $750.
Heck, we'll give you a Billy. Take a Billy, doubled up. Like, so when I found that out, I was like, okay, that's interesting. Denmark is going to fight for its land as it should. It will be very interesting to see how this plays out, because to see the White House talk about, military is an option, but then this whole walk back, like, oh, well, when we discuss options, we always discuss everything, which always includes the military. Nah, y'all knew what you were saying when you said military.
Nah, y'all like, hey, look.
y'all,
I think the thing they're keeping
out.
The thing they're keeping their eye on is because, to our listeners, when you do hear Trump saying that if we don't own it, and he talks about Russia and China, Russia has been looking to expand their Arctic military operations, and China is pushing for Arctic infrastructure investment. So there is that threat that is there.
I don't think anything Trump has said regarding Russia and China's ambitions in the Arctic space being false. I believe all of that is true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I believe we can do what we need to do without taking over a whole country. And then I have the question, is it the 51st, 52nd, or 53rd state? I got questions like, does Puerto Rico have 51 on hold? So if Venezuela signs on before, they're going to be 52. We're not going to have a 51st.
Yeah, how's all this going to play out?
How is this going to work? When are we going to update the flag?
Yeah. And what does that mean for us if I just happen to, if I want to go travel and just see some of the Arctic? Is there anything, do I have to worry about any travel restrictions?
Right. But the part that had me weak during this entire part is he's like, and we don't want, I'm not going to have Russia as a neighbor. And I'm like, but if you
forgot about Alaska,
if you look 50 miles,
look across the Bering Strait
to the west, you can see Russia. You can see Russia from your house.
Bruh, yes.
From the front porch.
you can see it.
They're already a neighbor.
It's already there. No need. Check. Already done. So,
but you're asking him to understand geography and the topography of the Earth.
Hey,
it's probably the fact that every time he's seen it, maybe he's never seen a globe. So he's only seen the flat map. So it's always Alaska than the edge.
Yes, I was about to say, I think that's what it is. I was about to pull it up. Isn't there the flat map where Alaska's not where it technically is?
Yep.
Maybe that's where he's...
Yep. He sees Alaska than the edge.
Yeah.
That's it. He said, after we get to Alaska, we sail out a little bit. It's just water and land. We respawn on the other side of the map.
Trump not ever seeing the country on the globe is the funniest thing, because you got to know that there could very well possibly be some legit, like, he could have legit seen it that way, and that's why he thinks that.
Look, and don't mess around and have him see one of the more efficient maps that actually shows the
how
size.
Close it is?
The one I think it's called the one
size
Africa
contrast.
Map. Yeah, that actually is like, if you actually saw the size of Africa, it's not the size of the U.S. You can actually put the U.S., China, Europe all in here.
Yes.
So yeah, this
Greenland. Hey man, I don't know. The spotlight's on you.
For now. For all we know, another 24.
Man,
we're talking about Cuba.
By the time, he already put a warning out to him.
Right. But it hasn't
make a deal before it's too late.
It hasn't elevated to top.
For the president to tell the country, hey, y'all better make a deal before it's too late.
Hey, he out here sounding like Howie Mandel. Deal
or no deal. Bro, Trump out here, bro. That's how you know he declining, bro. He said, man, look, what right does Denmark have to Greenland? You just because they showed up on a boat 500 years ago, you just show up on a boat and just can claim it?
As if. He ain't pay attention in class.
Bro, hello, America. You can't just show up on a boat and just claim land. That ain't how that works.
But listen, we didn't mention him earlier when we were talking about Minnesota, but Jesse Ventura tell you.
Oh.
Bro, Jesse big mad.
This little rich white boy, Jesse words exactly.
Yep.
The little rich white boy don't understand how things work. Boy, Jesse was hot.
Jesse's
hot,
fed up.
Jesse hot. Man, listen, Greenland, y'all have entered the chat. I don't know how long y'all gonna be here.
But get comfortable.
Get comfortable, because I don't think Donnie T gonna take his sights off of Greenland, especially now that he done got this quote unquote win over taking Venezuela. He playing what's the game they call where you be taking risk? Yep. He playing risk right now. He look, whoever I can get. Cuba, you on the clock too.
Hey, on his vision board was Venezuela, Greenland, that ballroom in Cuba.
But at this point, it is.
He trying to get it all before the month ends.
All before the first quarter over.
It's like he's taken the Monroe Doctrine very, very seriously.
Very serious.
No.
The U.S. is going to
Trump
control.
Doctrine.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect him.
You're right.
It's the Trump Doctrine.
He's like, ain't no one going to have influence on the Western Hemisphere except the United States of America.
But did you hear that interview when I think it was a New York Times reporter was asking him where's his barometer on essentially what's right and wrong?
International law?
Yeah, about international law. I measure myself against my own mind and my own morality. Can't nobody else tell me what to do.
It screws.
Paraphrasing, of course, but that's essentially what he said.
See,
I tell myself what to do. Can't nobody check me.
Can't nobody check me.
At that moment, somebody should have said, as a reporter, they're like, Mr. President, I don't think that's very conducive of getting into heaven.
He already told you he wasn't going.
Bro, when the man sat there and said, bro, I'm probably not going, and laughed about it, bro, I'm probably not going to heaven.
You're not giving up.
I do not want to hear my leader, not even morally concerned, who calls himself a Christian, says that he panders as if he is. I don't know what his.
Well, he's told them that he was a Christian.
But that man said, "Hey, bro, I'm probably not gonna get, so I might as well ride this thing."
I don't want to be associated with or hang with anybody who's already hung it up for themselves in eternity.
Bruh, you ain't even thought maybe grace or mercy would get you across the gate.
I ain't got no chance.
Who claims to be of the same religion I am? Like, what? Hold on.
What terrible have you done in your life that you have come to grips that there ain't no forgiveness?
There ain't no path.
Heaven is not my home.
Jeffrey?
Yep. FC, hello, bro. For you to say you're not even dead. You're not even on death's door. And you say, yeah, bro. Well, I mean, we.
The doctor said. My physician said.
Hey, he said that I know the difference between a dog, a cat, and a camel. I'm the healthiest they've ever seen in my life. Any president they've ever seen. I said, bro, ain't no way. I seen Obama shoot threes over 3 Secret Service agents left-handed. Ain't no way in the world you telling me you healthy.
Ain't no way.
Obama still get fades, bro. Ain't no way in the world you telling me you healthier than Obama. I'm sorry, but there is not the last 5 presidents can't convince me that they healthier that Obama ain't the healthiest president out of all 5 of the past 5 presidents. Trump, you lying. Trump, he's also the same person telling us he built like Derrick Henry, but that's another story for another time. But Greenland, hey man,
good luck.
Good luck. And if there's anything that we can help you with, let it be known.
If you need to move some furniture, and
don't call me.
You can call me for the right price. For the right price, hey. I'll strain my back for about $15K.
Bro,
absolutely not,
brother. Let me see what Airbnb got over on Greenland, man. Boy, might have to go there and record an episode. When we get word of the rumor that the military about to strike, that way we can give our listeners real time coverage.
We live
over here in Greenland, and we tell you they here.
We here at the La Quinta.
Yep, we at the La Quinta. Yep. We got Tito's and we got tequila, and we just sit here waiting it out.
Boys that put us at the Red Roof Inn for bomb coverage and raids.
We hear us in the background. Hey, we U.S. citizens. We got our passport.
I got the papers.
We got the papers.
We got a paper.
We good.
We knew y'all were coming. We wanted to be here.
We part of the politics. Have you heard of it? Oh no. Okay.
Hey, when you want to interview, we got a mic ready.
We got to cut this episode short, guys. We getting tamed. We'll be back hopefully next week.
we got the signal, y'all. We seeing bombs in Aurora Borealis. It's time to go.
It's kind of beautiful when you think about it.
The way the colors fuse together.
Hey, I've seen, man, this is just as beautiful as it can be, man. Look like the Northern Lights.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Oh,
that is.
Oh, okay.
Got a little dust in my eye.
I couldn't tell if that was the Borealis or a tomahawk.
Bro. Man. Oh, boy. Yeah, man. Greenland, good luck.
Good luck.
You would think that you would be the pickle of the week, but there is a much bigger pickle. Pause.
You're not.
That we gotta go. Yeah, I caught that as soon as it came, bro. Pause.
Whoa.
Bro, that was a daily double.
Whoa.
Let me
We got your pickle.
Let me play the music.
We got your pickle. We got your pickle.
Jesus Christ! Let me just
somehow
stop talking.
that music did not help.
It did.
It did not. It did not.
Hey, when in doubt, bro, just cue the music. Cue the music. Let me just stop talking, bro. So, all right, for our pickle of the week, Iran.
Oh, man.
Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat.
As a TikToker says, you Americans say Iran, it's Iran. We don't care. We don't care.
I don't care if it's Iran. You got a problem. You in a pickle. How you say it? You might not be a pickle jar. Y'all might have a pressure cooker going on over there. Y'all got a situation.
They got that.
It was reported, man, that there has been unrest like none other that has been going on in Iran. I believe it have, 31. Yeah, 31 of its provinces have protests going in every single last one of them. And
bro, you fighting a battle on every front.
Bro, that's like the U.S. having a protest in every single state, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, everybody mad. Everybody
hot.
Everybody but Florida and Texas.
Bro. Well, man, it has gotten to a point where the people have spoken and they are not having it, but the government said they ain't having it either. And they have been using lethal force on these protests. Bro, I looked up, see.
I'm sorry. It's not the situation, is how he said it, bro.
I would like to say everything I part into politics is for entertainment purposes.
Purposes.
We talk about very serious things very unseriously.
Bro, because when I said it, I chuckled inside and I looked up and seen Chuck and I was like, yeah, bro, okay, I won't by myself. But they have been using lethal force. And the killing, I think the last number I seen is over 500 people have been killed. I think now it's at 538. That includes about 490 protesters and 48 security personnel with over 10,600 plus arrests that have been made. And the government has also went as far, I believe today at the time of this recording is now the 4th day of their blackout. They have shut the internet down.
They said, nope. Y'all not getting
call,
no messages out.
WhatsApp, Signal, group chat, none of
that.
Hope y'all got Starlink.
Bruh, first of all, if you worried about your TikTok not working in Iran right now, bro, you got much bigger problems.
But at this point,
you know, this day and age, they got to show it all. They got to show it,
bro. And they ain't showing nothing because we ain't seen outside of what's coming from U.S. websites. We ain't seen nothing. U.S. based rights groups that have been sharing details and images that have happened in Iran. But other than that, it's quiet.
At least 10,675 people have been arrested, including almost 170 children.
Jeez.
The children? Not the kids.
The kids, man.
The babies.
But the reason why you're a pickle, though, Iran, and if we got anybody, well, never mind. Yeah, I ain't got no internet.
you can't.
You ain't by the time you hear this episode, hey.
You might be a crater.
Hey. Hey, you might be the like Prince, the artist formerly known. Y'all might be the nation formerly known at this point. Because at this point, the nation, what can they do? What can the government do? You only got two options. You can continue to crack down, which the crackdown that they've been doing, They ain't playing no games.
And again, this is the popping off of a problem that was created decades ago. I think, 70, 80 years ago when they moved full on to the theocracy. Mm-hmm. Because the Ayatollah was like, man, I think what he said was like, I'd rather die than flee to Russia.
Yeah. So, in just a brief context, how do you say it? Their currency? I don't even mess up how they say that.
Yeah.
Last report I saw was it was 1.4 million to $1 in value of their currency. Prices of everything, of course, beyond skyrocketing. They have limited access to the basic necessities of utilities.
Jesus.
And I saw a report that part of the issue is, of course, fraud and scams. And there was a government program for housing to buy a house. And people lost their life savings in this housing scam because there was no house to come about from this. Of course, I'm about to tear something up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm about to tear something slam up.
How you scam the people then when they get mad and then you go out there and use lethal force to shut the internet off? Bro, like, what are we doing?
How did you think this was going to work out?
What are y'all doing? How do you think that this was going to turn out? The only two options they got is to continue to crack down, double down on what they're doing, or they can compromise. And I don't think they're going to compromise.
But you know what?
Not right now, at least.
I was just going to say, and they're trying to draw sympathy saying, but we've had 100 officers and 100 police officers get killed because of the protests. Mm-hmm. Well, what the heck you think was going to happen?
Right, but that 100 and I know one is too many.
Right.
But when you compare that number 100 to the amount that you've been taking out, on now.
Taking out and taking down.
Taking out and taking down, bro.
I just
hold on, Manny, are you going to talk about what our boy said?
Oh, no, go. Because
Donnie T said he ain't going to stand for this. The Prince of Peace.
Had enough.
The Prince of Peace in this world, and the president for all, not just for America, but for Venezuela, for Greenland, for Cuba, for and now for Iran. He said, "I won't stand for it. They better do something. I'm gonna send the military.
I'm sending some freedom,
bruh. I'm free. I'm a free, all right.
It's just gonna cost you all of your oil,
bruh. And the mere price of all of your oil will free the people and will run it until such a time that we can have peaceful and judicious transition.
Turnover. Yeah, it's all good.
It's crazy because this man continues to harp on deserving a Nobel Peace Prize.
Bro,
nobody deserves it more than me because I've stopped so many wars. Just so many. Nobody's stopped more wars than me.
Look,
Putin said he was shocked at the wars that I was able to stop.
Bro,
I am. Look,
He trying to buy the whole block, bro. He played too much Monopoly.
I'm gonna defend. I'm gonna defend Trump a little bit here. And Obama did fire off some drones and blow up some people and still win the Nobel Peace Prize.
Indeed,
so I can get why Trump has found that one point and he's like, I'm going to cling to this. I'm going to ignore all the bringing together of everyone else that he did and just cling to this one thing. That was it. That's all I got on that one.
But Manny, let's think about when Obama won that Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh yeah, it was 2009. It was like right after he got it. The quantity of his drone strikes was a bit after winning that, and like you said, whatever the reason, I'm not dismissing the drone strikes, but Trump has had a litany of things that he did in his first administration. Look, I ain't saying it makes sense. I'm just trying to figure. I'm just telling y'all what I think.
Manny said, I'm just presenting Trump logic. That's all.
Right. That's all. I didn't say it made sense. I didn't say I defended this. I'm just saying if you try. This is how if
you're trying to process it, this is the route you got to go.
This is how I think that he processed to arrive at this point.
That yellow brick road in his mind, bro.
It's kind of like saying he slapped you. I only stepped on your foot.
Yeah.
Bruh.
They both hurt,
but come on.
Well,
you can wipe the forces off. Can wipe that slap off.
What I find really interesting is almost 24 hours after all this stuff really started taking off, we magically saw in the U.S. House that healthcare subsidies got passed.
Oh.
It's like
here's another performance.
Yeah, it's almost like, this block's about to be too hot, and we cannot afford another shutdown. And about 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
We're about to be on shutdown watch.
Yep, bro.
Thanks, Manny, for the draw to reality, because we was at least hoping that things would cool off for a little bit.
No.
Oh no, bro.
Right, it's up and it's stuck, and it might go higher.
The oven is being preheated, and we're trying to figure out why is it being preheated as high as it is.
Right.
Most people that preheat the oven, they say 350, 375. Why does oven say 6? Why does oven say 625? What are we cooking that needs to be this high?
about to pop the breaker.
You about to had to shut everything off in the house to get the oven to 625. What are we trying to nuke? Because this is ridiculous. It is too hot. Hey man, Trump, leave Iran alone. Stop, bro. You got enough going on this side, bro. Let's stay in our backyard and get this thing figured out before we start reaching over there, because you ain't got the stuff in your own backyard handled just
right,
yet.
No,
we in a pickle ourselves.
Right.
So Iran, hey, we'll see what happens, and those things could change by the time that this episode releases. But for right now, Iran, you're in a pickle, and try to calm some things down and stop scamming the people, man. It's 2026.
It's 2026, man.
We gotta stop scamming, bro.
Everyone's got the internet. Well,
bro, leave it to the city girls, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't. They broke up.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. See, scamming. There ain't no longevity in it. It can only keep you together, but for so long, bro. It can only keep you together, but for so long. Stop the scamming. It don't last. There's no longevity in it. Get you a real job.
Don't be mad.
With people money.
Yes, it's hiring.
Stop messing with people money, bro. But that's my pickle for the week, man. So at the end of every episode, guys, and we like to bring you our spotlight of the week of things that we're going to keep our eye on. And quite frankly, I don't have enough eyes to keep my eyes on all the things that's going on right now. But brothers, y'all got any spotlights for the week? Anything y'all keeping an eye on that's coming up or coming down the pipe pretty soon?
Well, my spotlight is the healthcare vote. So as you see, the subsidies did pass in the House, and now it goes over to the Senate. And we'll see what happens, because it's been very, very clear to my understanding that Trump has always said he would veto it.
Yeah.
So I think there's one of the big differences is the length of the extension. The House extension carried it 3 years. The Senate was fine with 2. So I think it'll be interesting to see what kind of reconciliation happens. I think it's high enough where even if the Senate was to lower it to 2 and send it back to the House, they would sign off on it.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see where that vote lands us ahead of what's getting ready to start the nice little fight over trying to figure out this budget and whatnot, and the debt ceiling. So we'll see if it passes. We'll see what happens when it hits Trump's desk. And from my standpoint, I would actually be a little bit shocked if he vetoes it, just because of how hot the block is right now. And how much moving and shaking he's doing.
Hey, why not make it hotter? If it's up, you might as well make it stuck.
Look, if I cook this one thing at 650 degrees
Hey, bro.
For 2 hours. If I raise it all the way up to 1,400, can I do it in one?
Hey, look, we've all been there before with a charcoal grill. If the coals are still red and I've done cooking, bro,
I'm gonna find something else.
Might as well throw something else up there.
We're not gonna
thing
waste
still burning. Don't waste
Hey, don't let them hot coals go to waste. We'll find something.
We gonna eat barbecue for the next 3 days, but
Bruh,
them
hey,
coals is hot.
Hey, while it's hot. You got anything, brother Chuck?
Yeah, man. Mine is a layered spotlight.
Okay.
First, we want to talk about or keep an eye on this proposal, this $200 billion proposal for Trump wants to have the government buy mortgage securities.
Oh, mortgage.
In hopes of driving down the cost of housing and owning a home in America.
Yep.
There's some back and forth about that. Honestly, it's a heavy demand action, but the way economics works, it's a supply and demand factor. But he also has presented the possibility of restricting large corporations from buying so many single-family homes, which could then in turn assist in this nature of driving down these costs. But he is a part of, I'm not going to say represents, but a part of the Republican Party. And all of these things sound like big government in in Americans' lives. So what are you doing? So that's, I said it was layered. Here's the other layer. He is also proposing starting on, I want to say January 20th.
Yep. In honor of his return to office.
Yes, in honor of him, as always. Capping credit card interest rates at 10%. Which it's a notion I can stand beside, in front of, on top of 1,000%, because credit card interest rates are ridiculous. But it's funny because this is something that Bernie Sanders and another congressional member, I can't remember his name, presented a while ago. So this is nothing new. He's regurgitating.
Is this the classic Trump? I was about to say, take somebody's name off of it, put his name on it, and now it's his idea.
Yes, but these measures. One, the credit card interest rate is a temporary thing; it's nothing permanent. But these are all little stopgaps to try to jumpstart the economy. And in my humble opinion, won't be highly effective. It may present a good moment, but it's not something that is sustaining. And so that's what I'm keeping my eye on in my spotlight.
All right. Well, folks, there you have it. Those are the spotlights that the pod will be looking at going into this next week. We've reached the conclusion of this episode. As always, we hope that this episode finds you in the best space possible. As we always tell you, if don't nobody love you, know that the boys here at the podcast, we love you. We appreciate you listening in, tuning in. Brothers, all hearts and minds clear?
Let us all stand.
Yep. Good. I was debating if I was going to have smoke for Oregon, but
Hey, man.
I was very much satisfied.
Duck confit.
Look, Oregon was getting beat so bad in that game that I thought that they were going to have a jersey change during halftime after Emilio Estevez came in, or Phil Knight busted in and gave a speech.
Bro, it got terrible. And shout out while we were recording. Shout out to Josh Allen and the Bills. They pulled it off. They beat the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm not a fan of that. I was
hoping that Jacksonville was gonna win. I like what Jacksonville was doing this year, especially with their first year with the new coach. And hey, Josh pulled another one again.
But here's the thing, and very quickly, because we don't delve into sports too deep, but apparently this was some tush push brotherly shove from like 11 yards out. I want them to get a hold of this play. Because technically, by the rules, it is illegal for you to push and aid another player in forward.
Yep.
But they have continued to allow this to fester into this foolishness. But anyway, it's time to go home. Give the benediction.
To our listeners, we will see you at the next episode. Take care, and we'll see you then.
See ya.
Peace.